All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew episode 962. It is a great night. It is going to be a Thursday. It is a Thursday. We are going to be doing some serious six. We're going to do 6 different exams, 6 questions, 6 answers. We're going to just doing it up the Kona way. And if you were on right before, you got to see that I live broadcasted the Discord study that they were doing there with Tim, Kevin, Eric, Gene, Olympia, Winnie. They're all meeting up. They're all studying right before we get on here. And if you heard any of it, you learned that Andy was coaching just a little bit with just click it, stop thinking. And we're going to do a lot of that tonight. Stop thinking, just click it. Why are we still reading this? Guys, sometimes you guys
read too much.
Read way too much. And who am I? I'm the guy that runs the back office here. Sometimes coaches on the Discord once in a while. But you're not here for me. You're here for Brandy. She's got her series 6, 63, series 26, series 65, and that series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know so that way you too can get a pass notice. And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight, pass notices. Speaking of pass notices, I want to give a quick shout out to our man, Sean, out there in Mississippi. He passed SIE 6 and 63 with us. He's working on either the 26 or 65. But I want to say this, guys. Using our system, he got 17 passers in his base shop. 17 passers, 17 SIE passers, all using our system, just showing them the quick way around the track, using the test-taking techniques and all that. Didn't even know. So congratulations to all of them. Hopefully I'm going to get some pass notice pictures, and I'll be putting that up. But, guys, it's just keeping it simple. It's just keeping it simple. Just click it. Don't overthink it, and just make it happen. And on top of it, he called us to tell us, besides having another person, get with Kona that's been struggling with all the rest, and he's just stopped messing with all the rest, get with the best. And but he didn't call just for that. He called to tell us, he's like, man, my life's about to change. I got some of the biggest investments coming. And I don't even want to say the number because I don't want to jinx him.
No,
but
we can't.
But I'm just saying, guys, he's like, I was so depressed. I was so bummed. I was really feeling like I really struggled with these exams. Like I questioned even if I wanted to do this business at all, because it literally took everything out of me until I saw you guys. And I really started being coachable. And I ain't gonna lie, guys. He would call me. And if you thought that was harsh, if I was on the Discord just now and I would just like stop reading and click it, trust me, he got the other side of Andy on the coaching part. Because I would have serious talks with him about, his attitude, positive mental attitude. Pick it up. Why are you doubting it? Why are you putting all these thoughts ahead of things that are better? You could be blessed if you just keep at it. Why are you thinking like this is going to be easy? I would say things that are pretty harsh, but you know what? He thanks me today, and he thanks Brandy today because he stuck with it and stayed with it.
Mm-hmm.
You got to weather storms. You got to be tougher than the storm. You got to stop. You got to stop bending to things that are in the moment, that are just distractions, that are just like quick gratifications at the moment. What I mean by that is like a movies, going to a party, all these things that can distract you because they're fun. Guys, it's the long term. It's the long-term fun that we're after. It's the fact that we can party when we're 70 and 60 or 50 or whatever it is, because you know why? We put the work in now. I don't want to have to work at Walmart when I'm 70. I don't want to say have a nice day as people walk out of a mart, right? I want to just be like, I'm sitting on, my couch, or I'm sitting at a park, or I'm doing whatever the heck I want, and I'm with my grandkids and I'm doing whatever I want that day. To me, that's freedom. I know for a lot of people, it's driving fancy cars and having big houses. Hey, I'm not going to poop all over your dreams and what you want to have in your bucket list. But for me, it's the freedom of not being able to have to do anything I don't want to. That's freedom. To me, that's like, I don't worry about my bills. I have enough for a rainy day. I can bless others, and I can do whatever I want, and I can wake up whenever I want. And if you've been in the business, and if you've been in the working world for a long time, or if you've worked for anybody for a long time, you don't even get to ask when you get to go to the bathroom. You have to ask to go to the bathroom. You can't just go to the bathroom. right? You have to like ask, hey, can I go to the bathroom? Or you have to be really worried about how much time you're taking to go to the bathroom. Shoot, you don't even get to know if you know, you don't even know if you get to go see your kids' sports events. Guys, quit sacrificing stupid things. Sacrifice time right now so that way you can have time later. Sacrifice the parties, sacrifice things that are in the moment right now that really are frivolous and this just get in the way. It's okay to say no to people. And this weekend, it's going to happen. Someone's going to ask you to do things. And I'm not saying like, you know, if your family's in the emergency room, I mean, shoot, go see them in the emergency room. That's different. Let's not be silly. We know the importance of real things that we could miss and real things we could, you know, we have to be there, right? We know the difference. Get checked into your life and build your life. And I was talking to Sean and he was like, man, I just made the most amount of money I've ever made in my entire life. He's a young kid, by the way. He's like under 25, I want to say. Yeah.
It's a baby.
Yeah, he's a baby. And he's like, man, and I contemplated keeping my job. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to quit my job, I'm going to move back in with my parents, slim down on my bills, focus on getting my business and what I want to focus on. And I did that in January. And now I'm like 5 times better than I ever was in my entire life. But I live at home. He's like, so what? So what? I'm in my early 20s. What do I care? There's people in my early 20s that live at home and they have nothing going on. It's a big difference if you're building a business in your early 20s and you're living at home. There's a big difference going, hey, mom and dad, I'm in the back room, like making sales calls. I'm over there making phone calls. I'm studying. I'm getting my securities license. I'm trying to be a financial advisor. I'm going for this role in the financial world. Hey, I'm going to have some ups and downs and tribulations with this. So I'm going to move home because it's a little bit more stable and I don't have to worry about rent. I can focus on my business and growing it. It's a lot different than saying, hey, can you guys get off the internet? I'm on my PlayStation 5 and you're 23. You know what I mean? That doesn't go far. So if you're young and you're thinking about it and you're like, I don't know, it's really important that I move out and have my own apartment so I can do whatever I want because I don't want mom and dad telling me what to do. And I know there's a lot of people under the age of 25 that are still living at home because it's rough getting in place by yourself right now. And it takes everything to keep it, right? Guys, there's no shame in your game to like go and have to scale back to go forward. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we have to take a couple steps back so we can go forward. Sometimes we live a little bit under our means so that way we can improve our means. Does that make sense? We don't go get big fancy new cars before we're ready. And then that takes us away from like studying because now I got to hold down 3 jobs so I can have a cool car in the driveway. Those are deficits. Those aren't assets. That's debt. We invest in ourselves. We don't always have to go out to the fancy restaurant. Sometimes we just go and, I don't know, invest in our education to go get some licenses. Literally, some people will tell me, I would pay for Kona, but it's too expensive. And I'm like, really? Because you would go buy some Starbucks all month long, every single day, twice a day, 3 times a day, not bat an eye, spend almost like 4 times what it costs to do my system. For what? Something that goes, out of you in about an hour? Literally money down the toilet. Literally. Guys, we have to change. You have to change your perspective. You have to change your priorities. You have to change your worldview to improve your worldview. If your worldview sucks, then you got to do something about it to change that view. Get yourself into a situation, get yourself into a system, get yourself into a program, get yourself onto a journey that makes you and lets you expand who you are and what you are. You guys are all meant to be more than what you are right now. And you might be like, well, I'm doing pretty good. But you know what? You obviously know that you could do better and be better and you can give more. Someone once told me, they were like, hey, I don't think about money. Money isn't the most important thing to me. And I was like, it really is to me, because if the more money I have, the more money I have to bless people with. I would love to bless more people. I would love more opportunities to bless more people and to help more people. That's how I look at it. Whether it's my kids, whether it's my community, whether it's people around me, putting together programs to make a difference. I don't have to have a, I don't have to change countries and worlds, but I can change the small world around me. And that's good enough for me. Because I know that once you drop a pebble into a pond, it has a ripple effect. And I'm all about the ripple effect. And it just takes small effort, big sacrifice, and commitment to really change a life. And you guys can really do this. And I believe you can. But do you have the grit? Do you have what it takes to just stay committed, to carve out 2 hours of your day, to, say what, I look at my exams, go, you know what am I getting wrong? What am I doing right? Thinking about it, investing in yourself, not just money, but time, effort, really looking at it in a different way. Some people look at this as a chore. They look at it as an obstacle in the way of them doing greater things. No, this is an opportunity. It's all an opportunity. You guys don't even understand what opportunity is when it's even hitting you in the face and it's saying, you know what, if you just learn this stuff, you have the opportunity to do so much more in your family, your community, and your circle of influence. Guys, you can be a circle of influence. That's crazy. And there's a lot of kids on here that are under the age, and I call them kids, but under the age of 25. I know Brandy and I look good, but believe it or not, we could have kids under the age of 25. They're, well, I could. She's much younger. But I'm just saying, you guys are in a great opportunity. If you're young and you're just thinking, well, I don't know, studying wasn't my thing, I don't know, there's something going on. Guys, get it figured out. It's crazy to think one of our students was like, and we've had a few of them, actually, more than a few. I've seen some of our students that are already like, on their way to making $500,000 a year. $800,000 a year. And they're not even 30. They're not even 30 yet. And I met them when they were children, literally. They just turned 18. I was thinking about one of our students just turned 18. She studied with us when she was 17. When she turned 18, got all her securities licenses. She's already set with her and her husband on their kid. They're like could retire at age 32. That's amazing. And if you're on the other end of that, like me, not Brandy, it's not over yet for you either. You can live out the best years of your life. There's a lot you can do. So it's never too late. But it just takes a commitment. It has to say no, and we have to miss out some stuff, but so what? Because once you get on the other side of it, you have the opportunity to have better experiences, better opportunities, better options. Keep your perspective. Keep your perspective. Keep your whys in front of you. And don't ever, ever doubt yourself. Every single person on here, I believe, can get this thing done. And over this weekend, I want you guys to keep that going as you're getting through it, because we are going to have a lot of stuff going on the next week. We are going to be doing a lot of Kona test taking techniques, live exam masteries, all the stuff you need. And if you haven't signed up with us yet, let's get it going. Let's get it going. We got the QR code there. Scan it. Hit me up, 951 290 3077. You look at our, go to our Instagram. Shoot, check out the Hall of Fame. I'm hoping to add like 17 more people on there. We got study courses. We got the 21-day. We got the academy. We got the study guides, SIE 6 and 63 available. And then you saw a little bit of the Kona community if you got here early, because I've live broadcasted their study session up there. Sorry guys, you didn't know that, but it was on Zoom for all to see. But it was good. It was good. Join in on stuff like that. That's what helps. That's what helps when you talk it out and you hear it and someone comes on there rudely and says, click A, I don't know why you're talking anymore. You need to hear that sometimes. You need to hear it, and then helps you, right? So we got more of the live sessions tomorrow with the members. We got a full day tomorrow. We got the Kona Academy, got the exam mastery right after that. Join in. If you're studying the SIE, guys, it's crucial. Join in on them. And if you can't stay that long, we have a replay coming out of that exam mastery. Check your email. It'll be there, that replay. But the fun starts at 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then we jump right into the test taking techniques right after that at 11 a.m. or the exam mastery at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Check your time zones for that. The reminder already went out, so you guys should already have that in your email. All right, you ready, Brandy?
Yeah.
Let's go. All right. Yeah. It was a lot of fun before we started, and I told Brandy, you should listen in on this, and then you just punch me if I get something wrong, if I say something wrong.
Yeah.
But I know we jumped in on there, and then there was one. I'm like, Brandy, it's A, and she's like, yeah, why are they still reading? I'm like, I don't know. We haven't done our job good enough because they're still reading this stuff. I'm like, it was almost like the arrow was pointing to A. Click it. She's all, why are they thinking too much? I'm like, well, this gives you motivation for the Serious 6, which we're going to do tonight. The Serious 6, we're going to have 6 different questions. We're going to go over 6 different exams. And by the way, if you were on there, look, I'm not making fun or anything. This is how we get better. This is how we do it. That's how you start hearing me when you're taking a quiz. And I appreciate all of you. So don't think I'm making fun, by the way. It's coaching, right? It's so you can get better. And none of you are, I don't think less of you because you didn't click A right away.
Yes.
It just sharpens us to know that we need to be more on it when we say literally what we say.
Yeah.
So tonight we're going to do over 6 different questions, 6 questions, 6 answers, test taking techniques, content, all of it. Take notes. Watch how Brandy reads these things out and how she does not read them.
No.
I should underscore that, and how much she does not read. Right?
Yeah.
I know it's crazy. This is what we say right around here.
No thinking, no reading, or think less, no reading.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. Okay, look, I'm gonna say this before I revealed the first question. And this isn't just to the group that we were
Watching
in
yeah.
on. It's not just you guys. Because the way I teach this and the way I'm showing you guys, it's supposed to stop you from needing to think too hard. Look, these exams are exhausting. Trust me, lived them, right? They're exhausting. Even with all the caffeine that I had before going in, I wanted to fall asleep halfway through. When you feel like that, you're not performing your best and you still have usually half an exam to get through, right? So if I can show you efficient ways of efficiency, right? Of looking at the words on the screen and using them to your advantage, so you're not as exhausted halfway through the exam, it's the win-win, right?
Right. Less work.
Exactly.
Less work. I just want to give a shout out to Luis Eniguez for being on. Missed you, brother. He has been our day one since before Kona, and he's always usually on every Studying Brew, but he was not on for the last few, and I did notice. I'd like to say that because he's probably like, you don't even notice. Yeah, I notice.
No, we do.
We love you.
Yes.
All right, let's go.
All right. Okay. So increasing tax.
I should say he has all of his licenses, by the way. He hangs out with us. I don't want everybody to think like, man, he's been around that long and he doesn't have licenses. He's licensed, guys.
Okay. I got increasing taxes, decreasing government spending, lowering taxes, increasing government spending, right? So look, guys, I could tell you right now, we got taxes and we got spending. Okay. The way I see this, the way my brain is looking at this is that this is going to be money into the government and out of the economy. Right?
Right.
And then government spending means I'm sending money out of the government and into the economy.
Okay. So like A, it says increasing.
Right. So I'm going to increase money in.
And then decreasing government spending. So that's just more into the banks of the government, I guess, right?
It's going to be
less going out.
Less money going out. Yeah. Right. This is going to be less money coming in, and this is going to be more money going out. All I'm doing is just copying the idea down here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to increase money coming in and I'm going to increase money going out. That seems weird.
That's kind of a stalemate.
Right. And then lower money coming in, lower money going out. Okay. So A and B are opposite, right? Because look at your opposite arrows as well. So these two are opposite.
Right.
Okay. Increasing. And then we have, okay. So let's look at the question. Okay. Question says, according to the, who cares? Like, it's not, government can slow the economy. So I'm going to slow the economy. The best way I know how to slow the economy is stopping to put money into it. So if I want to slow, I want to lower that. I'm going to lower that. I'm going to lower that. Okay. So B and D are out. The second part of this is that I want to take money out of the economy. I got to slow you down from spending it. So I got to take money out. So then I'm going to
increase taxes.
So I'm going to increase my taxes.
I'm taking money away from people, right? And I'm spending less on you.
I circled the wrong one. That doesn't need to be circled. A needs to be circled. Sorry.
I don't know how I can get it to where your arms and hands don't hit that thing.
I don't know.
You're a very wild arm swimmer.
I am. Okay, there we go. That's what I meant to circle. So guys, A is the answer. All of that to say A is the answer because those are the two I circled.
I wish sometimes I could see how much sign language you do.
You know, actually, I have a little stand right here that I'm going to start filming my hands. Careful what you ask for. Just kidding. Okay.
No, does that make sense to people? Does that make sense on a like it? All that was just mapping it out, because these kinds of questions are confusing because there's a lot of in, out. So putting a visual on it, you keep track of it. So more than just reading this stuff, sometimes you got to get that little scrap paper and do this. And you do get a scrap paper on the exam.
Yes, you do.
So put it to use.
Yes. All right. I like this one. Okay. I have coupon rate, current yield, yield to maturity, yield to call. I could read all of these or I could just get into it.
Start mapping it out.
YMCA. I remember.
This is the little bit of content we do tonight on Thursdays.
Yep, that's it. And this is the coupon. All right. So look at this. So coupon rate, current yield, yield to maturity. Okay, that's all in that order, right? That's this order. Whatever. Okay. So this is possible. Okay. Then I have nominal yield, yield to maturity, totally out of order. That doesn't even look right, according to what I wrote.
Right.
Okay. Yield to call, current yield. Again, you're out of order. Get out of here.
You're out of order.
And if you guys really want to mix in the deeper content, the fact that this is nominal yield and coupon rate, those are equal. So there's no list there. They're equal. Okay. Go back to this one. Yield to call, yield to maturity, current yield. Okay, so this one's a possible one as well.
Just backwards.
It's just backwards, right? So if I was looking at A, it's this way. And if I was looking at D, it's that way. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The bond is trading at a
discount.
So that is discount. So that's that one.
It's the green line.
Boom.
Because if you guys don't know that if it's trading at a discount, that means it starts at the discount area. And where's the premium area, or the, what is it called? The premium area. Where's it always? Where's premium always at? The top. So if it started at the top, it would have been the other answer.
Mm-hmm. That's it. That's it. Easy, right?
There you go. That's another mapping it out.
Oh, I picked this one on purpose. You guys ready?
Okay.
Okay, guys, I was listening in, and it was the question that was the 10 million corporate bond.
Yes, the one that drove me nuts.
Okay, watch how I tear this question up, these answers up. Okay, factors outside the U.S. can impact. Factors outside the U.S. never. Factors outside the U.S. have little. okay, I don't know about you before I even get into this, guys, factors outside the US does have an impact.
Always.
Get out of here.
Right.
Yeah, factors outside can have immediate. And prolonged. Okay, so
That's possible.
guys, look at how many words I read. I read them down. B and C immediately out.
Right.
Okay, then I'm going to go a little bit further. Impact on trade markets, but the effects are always short term.
That's not true. That's
So
not true.
The
right?
answer is D, right?
We haven't even looked at it. The answer is D. We haven't even seen the question. No need to read the question at all. Just based on real life, all these factors, right?
This right here, guys, is an example of looking, not reading. Looking, not reading.
That's it.
Looking, not reading. Okay.
Yeah, and it always is a Mona.
Yes. There was a Mona here. Oops. There was a Mona here. There was a Mona here. And then we know that little impact
is not true.
Right? And I know you guys want it. There you go. Okay. Okay. That's it. Check this out. So they all have shareholder, right? They all have the word shareholder. Shareholder, 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 shareholder. Okay. May be obligated, has unlimited, will be required, liability is limited. Okay. Now, one of the things I want to show you guys, first of all, a shareholder.
Are they obligated?
No, right? So let me show you guys a couple of other things why D is the answer.
Okay. Wow.
May
skipped right to head.
Oh, sorry.
Right
Oh, my bad. Sorry. Listen, no. Obligated to liquidate personal assets to meet the liability of a corporation. So
why would you be obligated to do
if
that?
Amazon goes bankrupt and I have an Amazon stock, I have to liquidate my stuff?
I'm not selling my house off to save Amazon.
What? No.
What?
So no, preposterous.
Yes.
Unlimited liability. This is literally the same thing. That's unlimited liability is exactly the definition in A.
Yeah, no.
So get out of here.
No, gracias.
Now let's look at C. Let's look at the ridiculousness of C. Shareholder will be required to rebate all dividends received during the previous 2 years. What?
What? No, it's mine.
What?
You're gonna have to take it out of my cold, dead hands.
Like,
no.
What?
No.
So regardless of D being a true statement, because
I already spent them dividends.
Right. So regardless of the fact that D is the answer simply because it is simply the answer, you're able to cross off A and B because they're exactly the same, and C is dumb.
Right.
Okay.
Sometimes you have to go through these answers and just go, look, these are stupid. And then just pick the one that's not stupid. Or look at the question and see if it's not an accept. Right?
Yeah,
that's it. That's all you need. Like, we don't need to go over it again. And I think that's important because and I hate to bring up the group that was just on because
it's the most recent example.
It's just the most recent example, but literally I'm watching the reading and I'm like, why are we reading this again? Do you know how much confusion and the ability to just get yourself out of a right answer happens when you keep reading?
Stop reading.
Yes.
I don't read my questions and answers like it's a book. I just look at the words.
Keyword.
Okay. So I have look at this, guys. First of all, I don't need any of that because first of all, A and B are wrong simply because it's supposed to be the Securities and Exchange Act of 1934, but sometimes Kaplan has things wrong, as we all know, right? So 34.
We're gonna call him out, Brandy.
Sorry, Kaplan. I mean, I know you're listening to me, so why don't you just call me?
I know, right?
Just call me.
I swear they're like a smart device in your house. Oh, wait, that doesn't happen. They said it didn't happen.
No, that's right.
Sorry.
Okay. So people are already putting in the chat, right? 33 paper, 34 people. 33 comes before 34.
Always.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Always, right? So 33 comes first and 34 comes second. Dairy. See what I did there?
Yes, because secondary market.
Oops, I wrote it wrong. This is paper. This is people. All right. A, 34 must be offered by prospectus. Check out D, 33 must be offered by prospectus. Wait, B says it must be offered by prospectus. Okay, where does prospectus mean? Is prospectus a person?
No.
Or a piece of paper?
Paper.
Paper. So this doesn't even make sense. And so now I get it down to here. 33, secondary. Didn't we relate secondary to 34?
Yes.
You're out of here.
Okay, we're already down to 50-50.
Now, 34. Sorry, I missed that. Look, because the way I circled it. We already said 34 is not paper. Get out of here. Guys, the answer is D. Look at this. I just want you guys to know that all of these questions,
Didn't look at the question.
with the exception of the second one with the seesaw, because we needed to know which direction.
Yeah.
We haven't even looked at the question, and we're getting the answers right based on the statements, not on.
I just want to drive home the fact on that. Look, a lot of times you can get these answers right without even looking at the question, and all you really need is the question to confirm what you saw in the answers. Does that make sense? I have a firm belief that it's going to be D. I'm just going to peek at the question to make sure that I'm right.
And some of us go like this. Man, what's a non-exempt security?
Oh yeah, you'd be on this forever. Let's go through it. Non-exempts are.
Is that the one that has to register or not register?
Hold on.
Irrelevant to the actual question.
Let's forget there's a clock going.
Yeah.
Guys, this is a timed exam. I don't know if y'all remember this.
Right. Principal basis. As an underwriter, as a market maker, as an agency basis. Now, I could go into the keywords on this one, like the associations, principal, da 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 da, underwriter, da da da, da 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 da. Or I could just look at the question and go, your customer notes that the amount of commission of my principal, underwriter, market maker, or agent, who gets commission?
Click it.
Does the principal make commission?
No.
Last I checked that they're running a school. Does an underwriter make commission?
No, he's writing.
Does a market maker?
No.
No. Agency does. And in all seriousness, guys,
Agency.
principal and market maker, these are connected. Underwriter, that's completely different. And then this one and this one is opposite of each other. I, the agent, make commission. I think that's it. Is that the last one? That was the last one.
That's it.
That was the hardest one of the bunch because you actually had to read the question.
Some might think it's the mapping out the yield seesaw thing.
Seesaw.
Seesaws get people all the time. They're like, oh man, I don't know that seesaw thing.
The seesaw, it's just a seesaw.
And if
Goes
you,
up, goes down.
Brandy has an easy way to remember the seesaw. If you remember, you know that. Check it out. She's even got a little animation. It's pretty awesome. And it's in our study guide as well. So, guys, with that, stop reading. No, I'm just kidding.
Stop reading.
Reading, but not kidding. Sometimes you got to stop yourself and say, just look at the words, and you can see if you can just get it right by just looking at just the key words and just clicking the dang answer. Quit reading things over and over until you get it yourself wrong. It's like, we're just going to keep reading this until we get it wrong. And I'm not talking about the group that just met before. I'm talking about people in general. That's most students all together.
Yes.
We are stuck in a rut with how we grew up. We got to read everything to completion. We're going to reason this out.
Reading
And then we're
comprehension.
going to, no. Guys, there's a quick, look, the clock's running.
Hey, you don't have to comprehend.
There's a clock running here. Just get it done. Like so many of these questions that Brandy went through, I don't even know what the heck they're talking about. But do you know what I can see? I can see that answer is not lining up with that answer. I just noticed that's wrong with the picture there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That one is a waitress with they're carrying some tables. I mean, carrying a table, and then their other one is carrying some drinks. Like I can clearly see that one of them's wrong.
Right.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this weekend, catch up on some Kona. Go binge watch some videos. Stay on your study plan. Get in the test taking techniques, and I'm going to announce this a week in advance. Guys, next Saturday, workshop. Next Saturday, workshop. Next Saturday, free workshop in the morning. Free workshop. We are not going to have Studying Brew on next Thursday night, but we are going to have a Saturday morning workshop, test taking techniques for an hour. showing you how to do the basics, the fundamentals, the foundation of the whole thing for free. Anybody can join. Studying Brew Zoom code that you're on right now. Be there next Saturday morning. Whoever wants to show up can show up. I don't know if they're not even studying securities. They're in high school. Have them show up. They're not even studying securities. Have them show up. Guys, we're going over the basics, very basics of doing our work, of our test taking techniques. It literally, there's going to be questions that have zero to do with securities at all. We're bringing it to the point where you can just look at it and you're like, oh, I know what that is. They're talking about Winnie the Pooh. That is a Star Wars question. Guys, we're trying to take it out of the difficult and show you on a most simplistic way and how we do this with our different patterns, opposites, all that great stuff. We're going to do that for free next Saturday. We're going to start off the new month with some free. Bring a friend, tell a friend, let everybody know. Next Saturday morning, it'll be 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I know the East Coast is really excited about that because that's a little bit more of a sleep in for them, but it works. Sorry, Hawaii. All right, everybody. That does it for the free this week. We'll be back tomorrow for all the members on Friday. We'll be back for Sunday with the members. And then for all the rest, we'll be back with the free on Monday with the Studying Brew. Same bat time, same bat channel, learning them keywords. Until then, everybody stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your Stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep that positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody. Have a good night.
Thank you guys so much for being on. We super, super appreciate you guys. Practice not reading. Practice stop thinking. We will see you guys next time. Have a great one.